everybody entitled to a mistake, but you know what I mean, it's the consequences you gotta pay for that mistake, you hear me? So she had something to do with it then. It is what it is.
Thank you for checking in with CheckMate Magazine. I'm your host, Tri-State WW. Today, we're with the creator and director of Mayhem, Mr. Driz himself.
What's up, man? You, man?
Glad for having you, man.
Hey, happy to be here, man.
So tell me and the fans about yourself. Where you from? What you represent?
Born and raised Elizabeth, New Jersey, you know what I mean? That's where this whole thing based out of. Mayhem out of Elizabeth, that's where I'm from. That's what I'm representing, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Where'd the idea of Mayhem come from?
The idea of Mayhem, I don't know, man. I had a few web series in the tuck for a while. You feel me? Mayhem just came one day. You know what I mean? After my friend, you know what I mean, shot you out. You feel me? Put me on a Money and Violence. He was like, yo, this is his series, this and that, and this, I watched the thing. I said, hey, man, let me write one now. I'm gonna write a new one. I ain't even gonna use a old one. So, shout out to ABU, man. He the reason why Mayhem came about. You feel me?
Shout out ABU. So, what separates you from all the other web series that's on the internet today?
We us. Like Elizabeth, New Jersey, like, we us in front of the camera, like, we not acting. You feel me? Like, not saying that this is real life that we doing, nah. We're us, like, we're not acting. You feel me? Like, and I know everybody from the cast, like, personally, like, if we not family, we friends, or we grew up in the sandbox, so, you know what I mean? It's easy for us to just get around each other and just put some things together. So that's what's up with us.
So I'm gonna get into a real good questions that I know the fans want to know. I also want to know. Do you feel like there's competition out there with the other web series like Money and Violence and Respect Life?
First of all, shout out to Money and Violence, Respect Life. As far as competition, nah, I don't look at none of them as competition. You feel me? Like, our competition is Mayhem. You feel me? Like, when we come back in season 2, we just gotta do better than what we did in season 1. That's it. Like, ain't no competition to me. You feel me? If we worry about what they doing, then we gonna slip. So we ain't worried about nobody, and we don't see nobody's competition. Like, it's enough room for everybody to eat. You feel me? So we going off for that. We just trying to make season 2 better than season 1. That's all.
Did you ever think, or in the future, will there be a collaboration with any one of those web series?
Funny you asked that question. That's real funny. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the fans and all the supporters and everything. Like, I read all of the comments on YouTube, and we was getting a lot of requests for that. Like, you know what I mean? Respect Life, Mayhem, like, I should do a collab. So, you know what I mean? I reached out to Boom Pig, you know what I mean? Like, the creator of Respect Life. He said, not at this time, you know what I mean? And I ain't mad at him, you feel me? Like, because not at this time. The door always open, you know what I mean? Whenever. I'll let me.
Okay, I noticed you used a lot of unsigned artists in your soundtrack for the web series. What motivated you to do that?
Jersey. You know what I mean? Everything about Mayhem is Jersey. You feel me? It's like, it ain't just Elizabeth, like, it's Jersey. So, you know what I mean? We created a platform for unsigned artists to be heard. You know what I mean? Like, we got people in Japan watching us, Jamaica, like, name a country outside the United States, like, they're watching us. We got 24 countries. These people may never hear these unsigned artists, and they good enough to be heard.
Who are some of the artists?
Who are some of the artists? Like, you know, some of them, believe it or not, is some cast members actually have songs throughout the series. You know what I mean? Mac Johnson, shout out to him. Shells Calhoun, shout out to him. Bond, shout out to him. Yo, the list goes on. Like, you know, we got ABU, got some music on there. You know what I mean? Of course, Crush Calhoun, like, he's like all over.
So tell me about the whole Fox 5, Lisa Evers, and how do you think that happened?
That was a shock to me. Like, believe it or not, that was a complete shock. I didn't know. I got a call from Money that played, and Money that played Money and Mayhem. Like, yo, we was just on the news. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. He like, nah, my brother just told me he's on the news, so I called his brother. Whatever. I don't believe his brother neither, so I called S. Like, yo, S. We was just on the news. He like, don't believe it. He was like, don't believe it. So, you know what I mean? Knowing S, like, S really got connections, so he called up some people. I'm not gonna say who. He hit me like, yo, he was really on the news. They spoke on this and that. So, you know what I mean? It was a good thing being on the news, you know what I mean? We got some good feedback from you, you know what I mean? Lisa Evers said Jersey strong. We like that.
Shout out Lisa Evers and Fox 5.
Shout out for that. Shout out Fox 5, all that.
One of my favorite I'll say slogans, or we could say quotes for the web series was "Where the bread." That's my favorite one. Like even when I'm out there, sometimes I catch myself saying "Where the bread at?" And how did that come about?
The whole "Where the bread," like, there's a story behind that. We ain't even gonna get into it. You know what I mean? Long story short, you know what I mean? Salute Northeast, salute Madoff. Like, I'm giving both of y'all the copyrights to that. Like, you know what I mean? But it came from them. Like, you know what I mean? I believe Northeast said it one time in the episode. You know what I mean? Madoff was saying this to somebody on the internet or whatever, and then it just came. We branded it. You feel me? Like, that's ours. You know what I mean? Where the bread at? Like, you can incorporate where the bread at to anything.
Where the fuck is that bread at, nigga?
Got that work, man. Where the bread at?
Where the bread at?
Where the fucking bread at?
I'ma get it. I need mine now.
You know what I mean? I just did a selfie at work. You know what I mean? I was in a cool room. You know what I mean? Had my mask on. I took a picture. Where the bread at? You feel me? Like, you can incorporate it to anything. So it's a brand thing now.
So I know I don't want to say it was a little. I don't want to say anybody was biting, but I know I seen something on the internet about another web series.
Hey man,
tell me about
copy
that.
is the first form of flattering. You feel me? So I ain't mad. Salute. That's it. You feel me?
With the other web series, you feel like it's competition, or you feel like Mayhem can hold its own?
I clip Extendo right now. Like, I just was writing last night. Like, I scrapped what I already wrote. You feel me? Like, I scrapped it. I said, I don't want to do that. Like, even though it was like bang, bang, shoot 'em up, like right there.
Yeah.
Then I just scrapped all that, started writing again. You feel me? Like, yo, season 2 is something there. I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
If I'm scared of it, y'all have no idea what's coming.
What do you see in the future for Mayhem?
Future Mayhem? I don't know, man. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? I ain't really trying to look that far right now. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to focus on season 2, get it out to the people. You feel me? As long as the people want it, we're gonna keep coming. That's the future of Mayhem. You know what I mean? As long as y'all ask for it, we're gonna bring it to y'all, period.
Tell me, what gets Driz's Dre motivated to write these epic episodes for Mayhem?
Man, believe it or not, man, real quick, season 1, like, I only wrote the first 3 episodes, believe it or not. Like, we freestyle from 4 to 14, which is 13.2 or whatever, but you know what I mean? I give them that all on the scene where we gonna.
So there's actually no writing.
Yeah, we hold that thing.
Whoa.
We straight Jay-Z from 4 to 13.2, straight Jay-Z.
Other web series step your game up. He's the whole right now.
Real rap. Like,
I'm co-signing that.
I'm Hove on the spot. Like, we just get to the scene. Like, don't get me wrong. I premeditate a few things what we gonna do, and then when we get to the scene, like, lines just come to me, everything comes to me, and I be like, look, do this, say this, and then I let them have free will with what they doing with it. You feel me? Like, I can't write and tell you exactly what to do. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to be you. That's what separates us from them. Like, we don't look like we act at all.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? And we just progress from episode 1 all the way to 14. Like, it's go. Like, we just go. I don't even want to write for season 2. Like, I told the cast, like, yo, let's just do what we do. You feel me? Like, let's just follow our storyline and go. Like, but they want the script, so I'm writing.
I know me personally too, and the fans. You know, my shorty might kill me, but them sex scenes and you steaming.
Man,
Tell me about those.
We got some more. I just wrote like 3 last night. Like, we got some more. Like, you know what I mean? First, like, shout out to them for even doing it. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody getting paid for this thing. You feel me? Like, so they bare skin for it. You feel me? So we got more coming though. Like,
yeah.
I wrote some things. Like, I left a lot out. I was testing them season 1 to see how the crowd react. You know what I mean? How the people receive it. You feel me? They received it good. Like, cause we showed it in a good light. It wasn't that negative. Like, you know what I mean? We ain't X-rated. You know what I mean? We rated M. So, you know what I mean? We kept it clean, I believe.
What was the process, you know, you used to pick the certain roles for certain members of the cast?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Straight like this God's plan. This ain't mine. You feel me? I'm just doing what he's telling me to do. Like, I just feel everybody fall into place. You feel me? Like, I had like for instance, I could elaborate on it. Like, I had my man that was supposed to be Norton. You feel me? Like, and he the one that gave me that whole idea of how Norky really represented himself inside the home invasions. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he gave me that idea, like, yo, if you got the gun and you control the situation, ain't no need to kill nobody, ain't no need to be sloppy. You know what I mean? That's why you haven't seen Norky really put that thing on somebody, or even when he took his man to him on the first home invasion, his man shot him and he snapped on him outside the door. You feel me? Like, if you in control of the situation, ain't no need to get messy. You know what I mean? So, but I had somebody else from Norky scene. You feel me? Like, and whatever happened with him, you know what I mean? Shout out to Moon, Shiesty Poe, for real, you feel me? He had some tribulations he had to take care of, and then Norky popped up, like, you know what I mean? I already had the concept with the beard and all of that, and look at that big beard right there. Hey, no, come here, we holler at you for a second, you know what I mean? I screamed at him, he like, yo, bro, I'm with it. Like, let's do it. Whenever you're ready. You know what I mean? And he took off.
So can we expect different cast members in season 2, which I know is highly anticipated right now?
The whole Elizabeth went in.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then when the time is right, you know what I mean, the face is right and all of that, and it fit our storyline, I'm gonna bring them in. You feel me? Like, we add new characters every episode. Like, every episode is a new character there, you know what I mean? So, definitely new faces.
What's Driz's Dre top 5 cast members?
My top 5 for Mayhem? My top 5 different than everybody. You feel me? Like, I read all the comments and everything, like, they got Norky, Shells, all of them, like, you know what I mean? But my top 5 a little different than everybody. I mean, number 1, the cast, my whole cast. Like, that's my number 1 character of Mayhem, the whole cast. Like, shout out to them. Without them, we wouldn't be where we at. 2, gotta be the bow. Like, yo, like, who don't like a dirty cop?
Who shot me? Why'd you put your hands on me? I put my hands on you. Would you rather me touch you with this? Oh, you is petty cop today.
Like, this guy's extra.
Shout out to Bo, great job.
I mean, shout out to the Bo, Ed Forbes, look him up, follow him, all that. Like, you know what I mean? My third gonna be Money. He's just funny, he bring a different dynamic to Mayhem. You feel me? Like, everybody too serious.
Man, I ain't going out there. If you blind, that nigga got a gun, man. I'm gonna call Drake though, man. Yeah, call the cops, cause I ain't going out there, bro. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't got a gun, you sending me outside. I don't care, man. I don't know. I care. I ain't going outside with that.
I mean, we running around killing, shooting people, so, I mean, Money bring that little comedy to it, so gotta go with Money. My 4th would be Goldie. Gotta go with Goldie. You know what I mean? She did something a little different in her last scene, like, I really liked her last scene. Like, did you see that scene?
Alright, so you gonna do 30 years in jail.
If I have to fucking do 30 years, I'll do it, but I don't know shit.
She was willing to take 30 years. You feel me?
Great job.
Like, she go, like, and the funny thing about her, like, she was supposed to die the first time we seen her. You feel me? But she was just on point with it. I said, I can't kill her. Like, we gotta keep her in here. So, you know what I mean? She 4, 5. I don't know, man. Help me with 5. Who you think should be in 5?
Me, I like SL. SL.
Talk about SL. You know what was funny? I had a whole nother web series written. It was called Annie Up. It was called Annie. It was about robbing and all this and this and that. You know what I mean? Something similar to what Norky do. He was supposed to have been a star in that. You know what I mean? S was supposed to come in like episode 3, but the time wasn't right. So we held him back. I think S came in like episode 6 or 7. That's good, man. He on the spot with it.
He killed the role. The coolness.
Hey, Tone, listen, bro. You already passed your time limit. And I like you. That's the only reason we talking now. But you got 48 hours, bro, to get me some names of who did this shit. 48 hours. Hey, Tone, listen, bro. Or your Thanksgiving table gonna be empty to shit, nigga.
He just killed it.
He did. Like, I believe everybody played their part. Like, so it's hard for me to just number them. You know what I mean? My top 5 changed. You feel me? Like, I just, like, the whole cast, Norky, like, it's not a time that we film and this guy don't do it in one take. I mean, when we did from the home invasion, that was one take. From his second home invasion to his third home invasion, like, all one takes. Like, the argument with him and Moo, one take. Like, call him one take Norky.
What message do you have for all the haters, all the non-believers that didn't think Mayhem would turn out the way it did?
Hey man, first of all, shout y'all out for the views, you feel me? Like, not only the views, like y'all was talking about us and had other people watching, so, you know what I mean? Outside of that, like, I mean, ain't no need to hate on Mayhem or doubt us. Like, we showed y'all, we wrapped season 1 up. Like, season 1 is done and complete, 14 episodes. So, if you still doubting us, you know what I mean? Stop doubting. Season 2 on its way. You know what I mean? Doubting us, you might as well move out of Jersey. You feel me? Because we Jersey based and we gonna keep repping Jersey. And if you live in Elizabeth or Jersey and you're hating on Mayhem, you don't need to be here.
How did the city of Elizabeth accommodate you guys in shooting, you know, public scenes?
Hey man, first and foremost, shout out to Elizabeth Police Department, you know what I mean? Like, gotta think about it, like, we really out there looking like we really robbing, stealing, shooting, killing, all that. So it was something new for the city, you know what I mean? Especially for the police department, you know what I mean? People was calling them up, they was coming to the scene, you feel me? They didn't shut us down. They shut us down one time when we was by school. You know what I mean? Other than that, like, they been real good, like, to Mayhem. You feel me? Like, they even pulled up time. What y'all doing? Oh, we filming, officer. What y'all filming? Mayhem? Yeah. They pull up. What you know about Mayhem? Come on, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like they had to understand it first. You know what I mean? Of what we was doing. Then you gotta think about it. We not out here, you know what I mean, following city ordinance by getting permits and nothing like that. Like, we just shoot and go. You feel me? So people just calling, yo, somebody out with guns and this and that. So, you know what I mean? I feel, you know what I mean, Elizabeth Police Department was great to Mayhem. Like, they didn't have letters. They could shut us down every time. You feel me? So, shout out to Elizabeth Police Department, man. You know what I mean? The whole city of Elizabeth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, big shout out Elizabeth, EPD, Mayor Chris Bowen, shout out to y'all for allowing Driz Dre to do what he do.
Now we need to do season 2.
Creator and director of Mayhem, Driz Dre. Thank you for checking in with CheckMate Magazine. I'm your host, Tri-State WW. See you next time.